Hello, fellow South Africans, and hello, Africa, and hello, the rest of the world. Because I have never seen this before. I never thought in my entire content creation life I would trend like this, but it's fine. I guess it comes with the territory. But anyways, guys, let's talk about what I picked up because I had to go and check what is the issue that Nigeria has with us when South Africans are quite specific as to which foreigner that South Africans no longer want in our country. Maybe I should spell it to them like they are 5 years old. Illegal foreigners. Okay, let's see how many syllables are there. Illegal foreigners. 3 syllables. That's what this word we are fighting as South Africans. Illegal foreigners. We have no problem with Nigerians that are legally in the country. They are warmly welcome. We will defend them if anybody try to touch them, because us South Africans understand that we are part of the global community, or I don't know, whatever it's called, part of globalization. And in a globalized world, we will have immigrants, migrants, or whatever it is that you call them. They come in various forms: economic. Some just want to come and relax. Some came for the beauty of our country and our Ubuntu. Some came for business, whatever it is that they come here for. But they're doing it legally. How many syllables there? Legally. 3 syllables as well. So you hold an entire parliament and then you discuss South Africa in the midst of Boko Haram busy slaughtering Nigerians. Oh, such passion we have never seen. We've never seen such passion by members of parliament in Nigeria. So much so that they call for action to even go for sightseeing in all these atrocities that have been committed by Boko Haram. Now you have to ask yourself a question. How many of you are sympathetic to Boko Haram? So much so that you don't even discuss them in parliament like you have about the people that want their country back because your countrymen, uncultured, despise the rule of law. They are unaliving South Africans, kidnapping the... Oh, wait, do you benefit from all of that? Oh, you are all up in arms on a sovereignty of another country. You are making demands. You even go as far as saying you are going to reconsider the licenses of all businesses that come from South Africa investing in Nigeria. Where is that passion and energy for your own people? Soldiers, Nigerian soldiers, kidnapped a Nigerian young man who only was speaking on behalf of soldiers in Nigeria who are being mistreated. They are not paid on time. They are hungry. Those soldiers, they look scruffy, walking skeletons. So they decided, hey, let's speak to a Nigerian influencer with a big platform to speak about our plight. What did the Nigerian army do? They kidnapped him. Now we are hearing reports that he was hanging, or he was hung. Wait, he's a human being. He was hanged on a tree for 72 hours, no water, no food, and also no breaks for him to go and relieve himself.
As you can see, Sahara Reporters. Now, make we read the news. Sahara Reporters, exclusive. Nigerian army here to transfer blogger. Justice crack. DSS reluctant to accept him in battered condition.
Is there an outrage in Nigeria for a fellow Nigerian? Oh, no, 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 no. Let's go fight South Africans because they want their sovereignty back. Let's fight them. Let's threaten them. Are you people all right in the head? So then I had to ask myself, what are we dying for as South Africans? Sifelani. Guys, I think I may have the answer. I don't know if it's going to shock you or not. One thing about Nigerians that I have learned, they've got this deep sense of jealousy if something, it is not coming to them. Oh, they hate it. They don't care how the other people acquired it. Most of the time, they acquire those things through following the right channels, including competitions. They fight in those competitions to win the prize. But for Nigerians, no, what is that? We don't do that. We go grab, we take. We don't care about the rules. We don't care about the regulations. We don't care about anybody but ourselves. Just like this young man, I was like, oh, it starts from the old and it is transferred to the young. But I'm going to start with the young so that you get to understand why the youngs of Nigeria behave in the manner in which they do. Because they learned it from their old. Here's a young man who is not happy at all. And he's trying to spread propaganda about South Africa. And as a result of his propaganda, he's hoping that's jealousy. Jealousy is, you can actually tell the jealousy as it speaks about South Africa. Here we go.
I think FIFA should sanction South Africa for human rights violation. The same thing they did to Russia, they should do the same thing to South Africa. You know, like I say, South Africa have the right to do whatever they want to do in their country. But the moment you keep, assaulting foreign citizens in your country, I don't think South Africa have the right to even compete at the World Cup. So for my own opinion, FIFA should sanction South Africa from competing at the World Cup. Yeah, from competing at the World Cup. Because you cannot keep violating human rights and you want to compete at the World Cup. If FIFA can ban Russia, they can also ban South Africa. So FIFA should put a sanction on South Africa. And other African countries should put a sanction on South Africa.
The passion.
Let South Africa deal with South Africa.
Simple. Man, where he's supposed to be using this voice, this energy towards Tinubu. You can even tell that he's not in Nigeria. He's in the United States. For some reason, one can tell where somebody is. The door in the background, it's an American door. It's not a Nigerian. Most Nigerian doors are made of zinc. That one is made of wood, the type of American door. So he is telling the world that we should be sanctioned. FIFA should not allow us to come and play in the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, forgetting that South Africa is rightfully there. You know why? Because we won every game that qualified us. I know. With some Nigerians, no, that's waste of time. You have to take. And I bet if he had to go a little bit further, he would have said, replace South Africa with Nigeria. I saw them getting a little bit excited about Iran. pulling out of the World Cup, I think they did. And so guess who was all over FIFA, begging and telling FIFA, please replace Iran with us. Do you see what I mean? Nothing they fight for, no rules they follow. Everything must be easy come. You know what Italy did when Iran made an intentions to pull out of the FIFA World Cup? Donald Trump said, hey, Italy, since you did not qualify for the FIFA World Cup, come replace Iran. Do you know what Italy said? We don't deserve it. We lost qualifications. So no, thank you. That's what Italy said. No, thank you. It's a concept that Nigerians don't understand. Honor. It's called honor. Well, in order for you to adhere to rule of law, you also have to be honorable. Now, guys, let's go to the old so that we get to understand why the young are like this. A whole old Nigerian man. When I looked a little bit, he was a former minister of finance, if I'm not mistaken, of Nigeria. And this is what he says. This is what is into Sifela. Sifela lokuba fetu. Here we go.
I am not happy, and I'm not sure whether you and I have discussed this BRICS something. Can you tell me the difference between a partner country and a member? Given our GDP in Africa compared to Ethiopia, compared to even South Africa, is it a partner country that befits us? No. We should have been part of the original members of BRICS. I've said this on so many platforms. I don't know why we were never an original member. I don't know why we were not invited to join as a full member as they were expanding it. I think it's a slap in our face.
Sifeli bricks. Sifeli bricks. Sifeli bricks. You know, I have seen this man before. His videos, I think maybe 2023, 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So when I was looking for his video, I came across this one. I was like, okay, this one is close enough. But other videos that I was trying to find, he was quite elaborative what he means that Nigeria was supposed to be the original member of BRICS. So let me just break down what this video is about. He is not happy that Nigeria, number one, was never the original member of BRICS from the African continent. So much so that if you hear him say that the GDP of Nigeria, he says it is greater than that of Ethiopia, including South Africa. And let me tell you something, the GDP of Nigeria is sitting at number 4 on the continent. So he's in denial with the fact that South Africa's GDP is number 1 on the continent. It's eating him alive. Now, the part where he is, why wasn't it us? He is not happy that, okay, in 2024, if I'm not mistaken, Nigeria was not invited to the BRICS summit that was held, I think, in Joburg, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this man was pissed. And in 2025, Nigeria was then invited to be a partner to BRICS nations. And he's saying, no, there's a difference between being a partner and a member. the lack of gratitude that you were even considered to be a partner. He says, being a partner, you have no power. You get told what to do. Members, however, they are the ones who are the dog. They're not the tail that wags the dog. He's not happy with that. So if you go to that old man that, by the way, the gentleman behind that clip is Henry Talks. Henry Talks, the Nigerian that I wish was a South African. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Thank you, Henry Talks. By the way, I extracted from your video. So he's not happy. He's not happy at all. Just like that young man is not happy that South Africa is in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And they're not. Now they're going around trying to scavenge for any country that falls off or boycotts the FIFA World Cup so they could be put in. They don't understand how it all works. So they think that by telling FIFA, by the way, if you are not aware, the world is laughing at Nigeria right now. The world is laughing at Nigeria and all the shenanigans they are doing in South Africa, laughing at them, trying to convince the world how evil South Africans are. And the people are saying, no, you are the evil ones because you are doing the very same things that South Africans are crying about in their country. So just leave and leave our countries too. They don't get it. They think they are so powerful with an influential voice on the global stage. You don't. You are a circus and clowns as far as the global community is concerned. Nobody's listening to y'all. Y'all are not getting invited to global events. South Africa had to turn down the G7 summit. We said, no, thank you. And guess who wants to scavenge that? Nigeria. So much for brotherhood, so much for African unity. You guys, you sold your own people to the transatlantic slave trade. What makes us think that you will never sell us off as a continent? What makes us think that you will never do that? It's in your blood, it's in your DNA, it's your nature. So it was very interesting to now listen again because I was trying to understand those senators in that parliament misleading each other like blind leading the blind. It was hilarious. But anyways, there was some common sense that came from Senate President. I can't pronounce his name. I apologize. He said, I am not going to touch any South African company. However, we will resolve that we will take a visit to South Africa. I guess they're coming here for fact-finding mission.
We are not going to touch any business of South Africa, and we won't touch the business of any country. We believe strongly that with diplomatic engagements, these issues will be resolved. But at the same time, we demand justice for those who have been killed. The leadership of the Senate will come up with a strong letter before our visit, condemning the current situation and informing them to call the situation to order.
Because they're still going on the narrative that the protests have unalived 2 Nigerians in an event that is not linked to the protests. The protests have been very much controlled by Pagelum Tagati with one rule and one rule only. We are not going to touch anybody. This is going to be a peaceful march. And there have been peaceful marches. So whatever that unalived those 2 Nigerians, chances are they're criminals. And they tried the police. Now, one thing that made me laugh about one of these senators, which goes to show why this young man is kidnapped by soldiers, he was saying South Africa has all the apparatuses of the state, military. Listen, in South Africa, we don't just use our military nilly-willy. They know their place and they follow order. And if the order has to do with civilians, they can tell the president of this country flat on his face that they are not trained to interact with civilians. Oh, I know somebody's going to say, but they are deployed in all the hotspots. Very highly controlled. Very highly controlled. So in South Africa, it is unconstitutional to deploy military to protesters. Yes, you are right. We do have the police. We have the Metro Police as well. But guess what? The Constitution of the Republic of South Africa is the supreme law of the land, and it allows South Africans to protest, and the police cannot stop that. Oh, chest pains, calm down, sit down, have some sugar water. It will help you. Trust me. So he was like, what, Ramaphosa, he's not sending out the army. He's not sending out the police. You think this is Nigeria? You think this is Nigeria, where you guys can just send the police for somebody who just said you are crazy? Remember that girl who cried about the price of food in Nigeria? Oh, they rained down on her.
Guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI, and for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Pull down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Pull down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And I'm in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYC copper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And this is, I will literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYC government, NYC secretariat, or NYC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys something, NYC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and you like, maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know. NYSC, they have my house address and they are started calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening, and it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed, and my bank account is going to zero, and I still have to live every day. And I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation. And instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid. Why did you do that to Tinubu? Take down that video. You did this, you did that. I just want you guys to know that this is what the NYC board are doing. And in case anything happens to me, because they have my address, you guys know who to hold accountable.
They rained down on her. They were all over a young girl, 21-year-old. Every government official was calling her, insulting her, threatening her, doing all kinds of things because she freely spoke about her struggle and how the government is the result of her struggles. You think that's who we are? Clearly, you have a lot to learn about us. Oh, you got a lot to learn about us. So another thing that I also saw, I don't know if somebody in SADC, I saw a video, I can't remember who this person. Imagine teaching South Africans about their own history. They are trying to tell us, you gotta laugh. You are teaching South Africans their own history. Their own history. Because you are so desperate to try and invade South Africa and stay invading South Africa. It's all for that. You know, let me tell you a story. South Africa is not real to International Court of Justice on behalf of the Palestinian people. Suppose someday the Palestinian people do get the freedom that they deserve, and South Africans go to Palestine, commit crimes, do horrible things to Palestinians, and Palestinians say, hey, listen, guys, we don't like this. What have become of us? Can you go back to South Africa? And South Africans turn around and they remind them of the ICJ. Imagine that. South Africans are committing crimes of all atrocities in Palestine. When Palestine is now on its feet and is doing well, South Africans are all over there. Excuse me. South Africans are all over there, making Palestinians unhappy and uncomfortable. And then they stand up and say, please go back home and fix South Africa. And we remind them of ICJ. Not only ICJ, we've done a lot of, well, not me, a lot of South Africans have taken to the streets. Imagine we tell Palestinians, listen, when we helped you, we risked our sovereignty. We risked our lives. We risked our economy. We risked our standing on the global stage. We risked this, we risked that for you. Imagine that. And then we turn around and we want to teach them their history. There's got to be something fundamentally loose up here. You sit down, set up a camera, and you want to teach South Africa their own history. And not even a history for us to take something out away from it, like something fundamental or profound that we learn from it. No. It's gaslighting. And it's also trying to manipulate South Africans and beat them into submission so that you can do as you please in South Africa. Just because you help me build my house does not mean you can rock up at any given time, go to my fridge, take my groceries, eat, and also even throw yourself in my main bedroom bed. And when I say, excuse me, you say, hey, I helped you build this house. Do you see and hear how ridiculous that sounds? The world is confused why you keep bringing this up. And as Africans, you know we don't talk the way you guys talk about Nelson Mandela, the dead. Nelson Mandela cannot get up and speak for himself or defend himself. Y'all are adding salt, pepper, and every spice there is because y'all know very well he will not wake up and say incorrect stories you are telling about me. goes to show your moral standing. It goes to show, anyways, I want to say more. That's funny. Lady, stop it. You look and sound ridiculous trying to teach South Africans about their history. We know our history. And I've shared with you, well, before even I go there, South Africa is ranked in the top 3 best education in Africa. We have 95% literacy rate on the African continent. Once again, top 3. And you want to teach us about our history. Oh, our education system, did I mention that? Top 3. And you want to lecture us about our history when your country doesn't feature even in the top 10 of the best education systems on the African continent. Oh gosh. Everybody's at home, but the lights are out. Oh, Napa. Anyways, guys, I just thought, let me come on this Thursday morning and talk about this, because I was laughing throughout the night, y'all. This was hilarious to me. Sifela Ibrix. In other videos, this man says South Africa does not deserve to be a member of BRICS. And I kept asking myself, how does it feel about South Africa being one of the co-founders of the G20? Oh, Nigeria is not there, by the way. It gets invited, courtesy of South Africa. Now you know why they hate us. They are jealous. Not only Nigeria, other African countries too. So they hope that our standing in the world depletes, falls apart, and the world turn their back on us. That is what they are hoping, so that once we are down, they replace us. All of them. Jealousy. Instead of saying, how does South Africans do it? We are willing to teach you. When our people that went to whatever, the countries that we recognize that they did that, we did not go there to stay. We did not go there to commit crimes. We did not go to force ourselves onto a nation that isn't ours. You know what we did? We mobilized. We mobilized the world. All that you guys have to do is ask, how do you mobilize the world against Tinubu? Oh, we'll be happy to help you. But no, you want to force yourself into our society. You are not us, and you're not like us. Get that through your head. That is why y'all are going home. We're done with you. Whether you like it or not, you are going home. You're going to fix your shithole country. All that you are going to do. And I'm telling you right now, you need to start putting plans together. How you will be humble and come before South Africans and say, help us. You know, a country that we're supposed to be working with, hand in hand with, is Zimbabwe. But they decided that they are going to be, how do you put this in a nice way? Smart. Heartless people. They would rather see South Africans suffer so that they benefit from something that they caused themselves in Zimbabwe, late 1990s. Y'all shot yourselves on the foot. And now we must suffer. Y'all are heartless people. I don't want to lie. But God is dealing with you and will continue to deal with you. Anyways, let me leave this video right here. I think it's now starting to get a little Well, I'm at dawn right now. I think it's still dark. I don't know. Let's speak a bit later. Let's speak a bit later. And thank you so much for listening. Nigeria, we look forward for your trip to come and have your fact-finding mission. But you must learn something about South Africa. We have a progressive constitution that allows South Africans to express themselves freely without consequences. Yes, our speech or freedom of speech must be responsible, and we are responsible with it. Army, that's unconstitutional. The police, they know at what point they have to come through. They must respect the Constitution of the Republic. And you, who are you? Goodbye, guys.